Good morning, everyone, and welcome to, I almost said Monday, to Wednesday, May 26th, Energy Mantra for today. So today is, of course, the lunar eclipse and the flower moon and all these beautiful, wonderful energies. And so that leads us to today's energy mantra, which is, I release my limiting beliefs and turn the page and begin to live truly. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. So, today is all about releasing those limiting beliefs so that we can truly live. Now, when it comes to all of this, and we talk about limiting beliefs and we talk about releasing. Number one, a limiting belief is something that you tell yourself and you kind of put yourself inside a box and you say, okay, this is only as far as I can go. Then we have that word release. Release or surrender means to give over to your higher power in order for it to be done for you. And so we have to look at, okay, why am I valuing my limiting belief? Because a lot of times we don't look at that. We know a good majority of the time what our limiting belief is, what we believe about ourselves or what we believe we are capable of. What we do not do is we do not question and say, why am I still holding on to this? Why am I valuing this in any way, shape, or form? That is what we have to really begin to look at today. Why am I valuing this limiting belief? It's not so much where it came from, why it came to be. I mean, those are, of course, important things to look at, but they are not the crux of the releasing mechanism. You are not going to release something that you hold value for. It's just not something that we do. We don't release what we think is valuable. So, for example, let's say that I have this little lavender essential oil, and let's say that it's empty, so there's nothing in it. But I value the bottle so much, even though it's empty, I'm going to keep it. What purpose is the keeping the bottle that no longer serves any purpose really doing? What is it helping me? No, it's just sitting there taking up space. I'm not buying a refill for it. Maybe I just go buy another bottle, but I still keep this one. What is it doing? It's taking up space. But I'm not willing to release it. I'm not willing to just throw it away and let it go because for whatever reason, maybe this was a gift from, my grandma, and I don't want to let go of it because I fear if I let go of it, that means I'm letting go of her, or I'm letting go of her love, which isn't true at all. And, it's easy to do that with an object. It's a little bit more, I don't want to say difficult, but it's very different to do that with our beliefs because we can't necessarily see them. We can acknowledge them. We can know what they are, but we have to really start doing that work and saying, okay, what is the value that I'm placing on this limiting belief? So much. Why am I valuing it? What is the value of it? And then being willing to recognize it and say, okay, this is why I value it. Do I want to continue to do so? Ron, how do we do that with a person, past relationship? It's been over 2 years. The way that we do that sounds more like, it actually goes, I think, pretty well with this, which is an attachment. Realize that there is an attachment there. And there are 5 levels of attachment, according to the Toltec tradition. And so there is level 1, which is basically your authentic self. You can go in, you can do, it doesn't matter if you have the relationship or you don't, you're still happy. Then there's level 2 of the attachment. And that is more like a personal preference. And then there's level 3 of the attachment, which is beginning to see that relationship or that person or that belief as who you are. And you begin to kind of take that outside the realm of the relationship or outside the realm of the idea, and you start to carry it with you. Morning, Renee. And then as we continue further, then we get to level 4, which is internalization, which is really saying this relationship or this idea is what I am. And then that leads us to level 5, which is fanaticism, which is not, of course, where any of us want to be, but where sometimes we go with things. And, we're always climbing up and down the ladder of attachment and the ladder of value and valuing beliefs or valuing relationships, whatever that may be. And so what we want to do is we question it. That's all that we can really do. The way that we begin to release our belief in something, the way we begin to release our value that we hold on something is to question it. In what way am I still saying that this relationship or this idea is a part of me, or it has to be me? It is me, because we have to remember we are unlimited beings. And we play in the infinite field of consciousness, and we're doing it on a continuous basis. So whatever we see is really reflecting, at least from my belief, whatever we see is reflecting back to us what we still believe, what we may still believe about ourselves, what we may still believe about our relationships. And Shirley, it kind of sounds like there might still be some guilt there. And so maybe it's not so much that you're holding on to the relationship, but maybe you're holding on to the value that you hold for the guilt of why this relationship ended, or even how the relationship ended. And so really be willing to look at that as well. But like I said, today it's all about getting rid and releasing those not negative, but those limiting beliefs. Because the more and more we hold them and the more and more value that we place upon them, that's the more and more that we're going to keep them. So really be willing to question today, why do I want to keep this belief? What is it serving? Is it serving me anymore? You are always welcome to keep your beliefs. They are yours. But if you're willing to let them go, then it's all about that acknowledgement. Okay, what is the belief? Then after we acknowledge it, acknowledging the value that we hold for it. And then after acknowledging the value we hold for it, then we go to that next step, which is handing it over to our higher power. And our higher power is the one that heals it. We're not the healer. Our job is the acknowledgement. We have to acknowledge and be willing to look. After that, then we give it over to our higher power. Now, we still believe that we need to do something, which is totally fine. So take an action step. And, for me personally, a big action step that I took, it wasn't last year, but the year before in 2020, was I went to a dancing class by myself with no one else, just me, all by myself. And I had a wonderful time. It was great, but there was a belief that I can't do things by myself. I can't go to new places. Like there was just a whole lot of limiting beliefs that I had. I can't dance. I don't have rhythm. Even though this is just beginner, maybe people will judge me. I had so many different beliefs, but I acknowledged all of the value that I held for them. I acknowledged what the beliefs were. I handed them over to my higher power, and I took a step. One step. I signed up for the dance class. Then I took the second step. I went to the dance class, and then I took the third step. I signed up for another one. That was it. That was my way of saying, you know what? I am not limited, and I will not let this belief continue to make me a limited being, because I am an unlimited being with unlimited potential, and there is nothing that can stop me. Only what I believe stops me. And so that is where we have to go. Nothing can stop me unless I believe that it can. Nothing and no one can change the essential essence of who I am or what I am, which is unlimited love, unlimited light, unlimited joy. That's what I am. That's what I have to look at. Okay, what belief do I have that says I'm not those things? So that is, oh no, I keep freezing on your end. Well, hopefully, hopefully it doesn't freeze anymore. And I send you all of my love, and I will see you all tomorrow. And maybe even later on this afternoon or this evening, maybe we'll do a little meditation together to kind of help us let go of those beliefs. So thank you, and I may see you tonight. I'll keep you all posted. Bye for now.